Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Gunpla Network News, brought to you by the Gunpla Network and Canadian Gundam. I'm your host, The Spicer, and we've got a lot to cover, so we're going to jump right into it. As always, starting off with the SD line, we have the SD Cross Silhouette Sharzaku 2, set to release in January of 2020 for a price tag of 880 Japanese yen, and this is exactly what you'd expect. It's Sharzaku 2 in the SD Cross Silhouette form. We also have the SD Build Divers Re-Rise Valkylander, set to release in November of 2019 for a price tag of 1,300 Japanese yen. This is the traditional wacky SD that gets thrown into these shows that looks like it transforms into a dragon and then back into a knight. Very interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this actually transforms and if it's somewhat feasible or if you're just going to leave it in one mode after it's finished. There's a fair amount of high-grade news as well, especially coming out of Build Divers. We have the high-grade Build Divers Re-Rise Seltsum Arm set to release in January of 2020 for a price tag of 770 Japanese yen. And this is literally the main part of the Seltsum Gundam. It's the giant lance, the giant arm, and the blaster shield thingy. So if you want to have your own Seltsum massive arm custom, you can absolutely do it. We also have the high-grade Build Divers Re-Rise Planet System Expansion Kit, set to release February of 2020 for a price tag of 935 Japanese yen. This is the darker colored, final-esque looking expansion set for the Earth 3 Gundam, or the core Gundam, and it'll be interesting to see what this actually goes with. I don't know why they would sell it by itself unless they intend not to release it with a normal kit, but if you're into it, it's there. We also have the high-grade Build Divers Re-Rise New Equipment System A, set to release January of 2020 for a price tag of 2,200 Japanese yen. And this looks like it will be the entire set, the core Gundam with all the accessory parts, and this looks to be the high maneuverability type. Kind of has the GP01 full burnier backpack with vents and thrusters in the shoulders and shields and extra stuff on the legs, so if you like a high maneuverability type, this is for you. We also have the high-grade Build Divers Re-Rise Real Type Core Gundam and the Marsfour unit, set to release November of 2019 for a price tag of 1,400 Japanese yen, and this is the red-clad close combat version of the main Gundam from this series. So you're going to have spikes all over the place. It's going to have a sword expansion set, so if you like that real close quarters combat feel, you're going to really want to pick this up. We have the high-grade Build Divers Re-Rise New Zeon Gundam, set to release in November of 2019 for a price tag of 3,100 Japanese yen, and this is starting to come together. I've kind of been on the fence with this with a giant Zeonic sword, although cool symbol, not very practical, and I kind of, felt on the suit, but I do like the different colors of red we're getting here. That really dark maroon and then the actual Sosby style red. It's a nice mix. I think it's just enough differentiation to make this actually look good. We also have the high-grade Future Century Death Army Dark Army release information, set to release in November of 2019 for a price tag of 1,200 Japanese yen. And this is the standard grunt suit from G Gundam. Though we don't get a lot of them from G Gundam, but this is the main baddie in the series, and it's going to make really good cannon fodder if you've got any of those G Gundam high grades. In Perfect Grade news, we have the Perfect Grade Perfect Strike Gundam, set to release February of 2020 for a price tag of 27,500 Japanese yen. As you'd expect from Perfect Grade, it's going to be expensive, but this is going to allow you to have any of the strikes you want. You've got the ale, the sword, the launcher, or all of them at once and have that perfect strike. So if you like the Strike Gundam, well, and you've got the extra money, you definitely need to pick this up. We have a ton of P Bandai news, so let's go ahead and jump right into the high-grade After Colony Leo full weapon set. With a release date of January 2020 and a price tag of 2,310 Japanese yen, this is a fairly reasonable price for a P Bandai set of this size. This is the standard high-grade Leo, but you're getting every conceivable weapon, set, and accessory it could come with. You're getting machine gun, beam rifles, Dober gun, beam Dober gun cannon, shoulder cannon things, flight pack, space pack. You're getting the whole 9 yards, everything you could want with a Leo, so when it gets blown up, it's got extra parts to go all over the place. We also have the P Bandai high-grade GM Sniper Custom Missile Launcher Equipment. This is set to release in November of 2019 for a price tag of 2,530 Japanese yen, and this is the GM Sniper Custom with rocket launchers, the same type of pods that were used with the Thunderbolt kits, so they're pretty familiar looking, but they look really good. They're swiveled on the backpack, so you like GM Customs, but you want to add some missiles to them, well, this is going to be a must-have for you. We also have the high-grade Build Divers Build Gamma Gundam, set to release in January of 2020 for a price tag of 2,090 Japanese yen. This is a weird mix of a Rick Dios with a Gundam type head that would be ripped straight out of Advance of Zeta, and the big gun thing has the Rick Dios head on it. It's very odd, but it's kind of cool looking. I gotta say, some of these Build Divers kits are really standing out. We also have the high-grade Universal Century Mudrock Gundam, set to release in November of 2019 for a price tag of 2,200 Japanese yen. And this has been a fan favorite forever, and people are a little upset that it's P Bandai. But regardless, all the images we have do it justice. It is phenomenal. If you're a fan of Zeonic Front or just the original design work, it is really spot on and a very good representation of this kit. We also have the high-grade Universal Century RX-124 TR6 Hazenflay 2, that's a mouthful, set to release in October of 2019 for a price tag of 4,840 Japanese yen. This is the epitome of Advance of Zeta and the Titans. It is very odd looking, it is pointy, it is bulky, it is in the beautiful Titans blue. So if you're a fan of Advance of Zeta or just odd Zeta era kits, you're gonna really want to pick this up because it is a phenomenally beautiful kit. We have the P Bandai Re 100 Gun Easy Prototype Rollout colors, set to release January of 2020 for a price tag of 3,850 Japanese yen. And I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of the Gun Easy design, but this color scheme sold me on it. It comes with a bunch of water slides. I couldn't care less about the monochromatic tone, just very clean, very crisp, and I love it. The red pops, the blue pops, it is an excellent color scheme for this design, and I cannot say enough about it. In MetalBuild news, we have the MetalBuild Gernsback version IV, or Invisible Victory. With no set release date, we do know it is going to be releasing for a whopping price tag of 24,840 Japanese yen, and this is very similar to the Gernsback Invisible Victory version we got not too long ago in the 1/60th scale, but of course in a metal build. This is going to have all of the equipment you need to either make the commander version or just the regular version with the sniper rifle and a variety of assault rifles and other weapons such as rocket launchers, swords, all the fun stuff. And it looks beautiful. I don't have any metal builds, but this one just is really, really gorgeous looking. If you're a fan of Full Metal Panic, you owe it to yourself to at least look at this beautiful kit. We also have an interesting add to this, the G Gundam Domonkashu statue by GGG. Set to release in March of 2020 for a price tag of 13,200 Japanese yen. This is a beautifully sculpted Domonkashu statue, the protagonist from G Gundam, with a wind-whipped cape. Same thing for his headband, and he's got a katana on his back, picture in his back pocket of his brother Kyoji. He's asking everyone around, have you seen this man? And no one seems to have. Hopefully he'll find him one day. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you should probably watch G Gundam. You'll at least get a few laughs out of it, but if you're a fan of G Gundam, this is a beautiful statue and you will want to pick it up. Now for the top 5 builds of the week. In 5th place, we have Jonathan Rice in his high-grade Freedom Custom. In 4th place, we have JGBWC in the IBO Final Version Barbados. In 3rd place, we have Andy Butcher in his Project Number 10 Effete Custom. In 2nd place, we have JGBWC with the King Hayakushiki. In 1st place, we have Magello Gi in his GM Gesta Sumeria. If you're new to the Gunpla Network, welcome. Be sure to check out our other content. We have a myriad of other videos here on YouTube, such as Mark's G-Rescue series, where he's taking the Cheese Master and making it into Gunpla Gold. We have lore videos coming up maybe one day soon, we'll have to see. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and of course, as always, keep on building.